O's texting my phone. Track map on. Telemetry on. Right. Getting ready for the most enthusiastic intro ever.
Meow.
Hello everyone and welcome along there to ABS Tier 1 here at the Italian Grand Prix circuit here at Italy. That was bad. But yeah, here in the commentary box is myself and Jet Belly 1, aka Adam, aka the China Straight Liner, aka the time penalty master, aka everyone's least favourite driver. Say hello, Adam.
Wait, I need to scream.
Hey! Oh my.
There we are.
It doesn't work when you do it, Adam.
No, it doesn't. I didn't continue it for long enough.
No, I mean, to be honest, my voice broke a little bit when I did it. I did it too enthusiastically. My voice broke a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was perfect. Oh, thank you, Adam.
Voice break for effect, didn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right. But here in Monza, the Temple of Speed, we got a Haas is fastest out of everyone. Oh my God, the scenes at the moment. Haas never does well, but it's doing well right now, so that's lovely to see. But yeah, Ricochet is fastest, Sam Cole second fastest, GSR8 is third, V2X Combat. Both Haas's are in the top four. Corey Marshall is P5, TRT Seisha P6, SV Tuck is P7, FRA LMG P8, TRT Seed P9, and Bad Upon Opinion rounds out the top 10. But yeah, this is round 6 of the championship. I believe, I don't know who's the championship leader. Is it? It's either Polo God or Jack.
I think it's Jack.
I'm getting it up very quickly indeed, so that I can have a look.
No, it's Polo.
I'm on the tip.
Because Jack didn't score points last time, didn't he? He didn't score.
Mate, he won last time.
Did he? I thought he bottled.
No, he like dominated the entire... Okay, it was neither of them. Corey Marshall is the championship leader. Polo God is second. He sounds Canadian, but he's Irish. Jack is third. FRA LMG is fourth. TRT Seed is fifth with 30 points. Sam Cole, the famous bottler from this season, P6. Our RXRE 7th after winning the only round that he attended. Kagoda is 8th, GSR8 9th, SV Tuck 10th. Battle Point Opinion 16 points, 11th. Such A is 12th with 12 points. TRT Danny also 12 points in 13th. V2X Combat 11 points in 14th. Osku Gamer is 8th with 15th. Sorry, with 8 points. TRT Seizure is 16th with 4 points, and then the rest of the drivers have not scored yet. Looking at the championship standings, it is Ferrari with 109 points from Alfa Romeo with 75 points. Mercedes is third with 60 points. Racing Point is fourth with 38 points. McLaren fifth, 37 points. Red Bull sixth, 32 points. Renault 7th with 19 points. AlphaTauri 16 points in 8th. Williams 12th, and then Haas last with 11 points. The pain does not end, but it is ending right now, so that's lovely to see. For once, something good. We don't know what the weather is, do we? So it could be a wet race.
Yeah, that's very much a possibility. I mean, the tyres they use now are going to be very important for the race still, but of course they need to get these laps in quick because time is running out. Only 8 minutes and 36 seconds left of the session now. Just saw a Racing Point jump up through the order. I think that was Maddest Gamer Boss. That's good to see from them.
He's a newcomer to the championship. Haven't seen him before. He wasn't in the championship standing, so I'm gonna. Yes, it is. It is a new driver because I remember Seed saying this is his 6th teammate in just 6 races, so that beats his old record. So I think he's had a new teammate for every single race. No other team has had that, but yeah, Seed has certainly been with them all.
Slut.
Yeah. But yeah, his new teammate. Up there in the top 6 right now, so a very solid debut so far. Yeah, this track is quite it's a relatively low tyre wear circuit, I think, because it's largely just straights. And obviously tyres don't wear too much down the straight, so a soft medium or medium soft is really the only way to go unless you get damage or something else affects you. But probably the majority go for soft medium. So yeah, unless of course it's wet. But I think Italy is it quite frequently is wet actually in dynamic weather. I know dynamic weather is supposed to be like random, but I think this track is wetter than other tracks. Like if you get what I mean, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it rains quite a lot here. So like same with Mexico and all that. Like they rain more than others, I think. So yeah, I don't know why, because like you barely ever see wet Grand Prix in real life here. But oh well, it makes it interesting, I suppose. It makes more people spin out. So I'm not complaining at all. So yeah, but we got 6 minutes 40 left on the clock now. So should see the fast lap time start to flow in. I mean, provisional pole position is 18.2. Do you think you could go a second faster than that, Jet Belly?
Only a second? You're looking at 18.2 seconds faster than that. 1 minute flat, easy time.
Yeah, you just need to cut the first couple of chicanes, and then you would easily be around there.
Exactly.
To be honest, you don't even need to cut the chicanes. You radiate speed.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That's just how it be. That's just how it be.
You're naturally fast. Can we expect a win from you tomorrow in Tier 2?
No.
No?
Yes.
So you can do a minute flat, but you can't beat a bunch of Tier 2 drivers?
No. I'm bottle every single race. My name's Sam Cole.
Yeah, it's difficult to say who is better at bottling, Sam Cole or Jet Belly. Maybe it's just a thing with Mercedes drivers.
Yeah.
It's a Mercedes curse.
It's part of the contract. You have to bottle at least once in every race of the season, or you're fired and you can't reciprocate your contract. That's just the way Sam likes it.
Fair enough, understandable. It's Polo God retires from the session. I wonder if that's a... Yes, it is a crash. Look in the second... out of the exit of the second Lesmo, I can see a stranded Alfa Romeo dot on my mini-map. I think it will disappear before anyone gets to it. I believe it's Sam Cole. No, it's not Sam Cole. It's FRA-LMG who's going through there. But yeah, it has disappeared before he got to there. So yeah, Polo God's going to be starting 18th at best. And it will most likely be 19th because Danny hasn't set a lap time yet. So the man that is second place in this championship and was leading the championship for a couple of rounds is going to be starting this race right from the back of the grid. But that's not a bad thing at this track, because if you start at the back, you can avoid all the carnage, and then you can get through turns 1 and 2 without a broken front wing. So it's not all bad, I suppose. I mean, you really just want to be at the front or at the back, not in the middle. Pardon?
That's why I got myself a quali ban in Australia, so that I can, USA, so that I can start at the back, keep out of damage, you know, strats in it.
Oh, so it was tactics, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
What was the qualifying ban for? Oh, yeah. Well, you did a lot of things, didn't you? What thing in particular was it that caused you to have a qualifying ban?
Codemasters being glitchy.
Oh, right. Okay. Was going to say, I wasn't sure if it might have been for straight lining people, brake checking people, pushing people off. No, you didn't brake check me as a Maddest Gamer Boss goes fastest. You didn't brake check me, but I saw you brake check other people. I mean, you didn't do it intentionally. You did it because you had an illegal overtake, but you still brake checked them.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly what they thought of it.
Yeah, I mean...
Two Hasses in the top 3, oh my.
I don't think there was much more I could have done, but this is Tier 1, not Tier 2. Danny Sketich just bottled his lap. Obviously needs to get a time in to avoid finishing qualifying last place, and he's only got 2 minutes and 53 seconds to do that. So hopefully he gets the time in, and Polo God is last, which means he has to do a big boy driver of the day moment to get back up into probably a good point scoring position. What do you think Polo God can recover to today?
I think if he can just make his way past the the first chicane on lap 1, then he should be okay to make his way through the field. I'd say he'll definitely be in the top 10, but where in the top 10 I do not know as of yet. But yeah, we've only got 19 drivers here today. You should have raced.
Could have. I wouldn't have been fast enough. Actually, no, I would have been fast enough.
You would have easily been fast enough. It's just Jarv doesn't believe in you. That's what it is.
No, he doesn't want me taking out people in the top tier.
He wants half of the grid to at least finish. That's probably why.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he hasn't got you in.
Yeah. ABS dirty.
Yeah, but I wonder if we'll get a real a qualifying session reminiscent to real life, where everyone's trying to get a toe off of each other. Because everyone's coming out of the pits, and they're all coming into turn 1. Look at them all. Yeah, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 cars all in the same. No, 5 cars all in the same sector right now. So it could all get very busy towards the end of this.
All of these guys are going to get penalties for that, because you're not allowed to cut the track when there's other cars around, and they've done it again. So,
what? Even if other cars aren't on laps?
Even if there's no other cars on laps, because of the way Monza is and the fact that you can glitch and spin without even doing anything, I think Jarv has made it so that if you cut and you're near another driver, then you will get a penalty. But he might be lenient because there's more people around, and obviously they're rushing to get to the line in the end of Q3. So I'm not sure, but they should pick up pens.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that after the race. If they did all get penalties, it would be quite funny, but not funny at all. That's yeah, we don't like seeing people get penalties, but I think a lot of these drivers aren't going to make it to the flag, to be honest, because there's 20 seconds left in the session, and half of the grid is still in Sector 1. So, well, actually, no,
yeah,
quite half.
Last man that's going to make it is going to be TRT Caesar.
I don't think, no, he won't make it. No chance.
He might do.
There. And there's a lot of drivers that aren't going to make it either. We'll have a look.
Made it.
No, none of them are going to make it. Not even Weeze is going to make it. So half of the... Actually, no, we got a timing glitch, haven't we? I should have suspected that. Ah, all right then. Okay. So I hate that glitch. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the first person. Well, I don't know how long is left. So for all we know, there could be more than enough time for 2 laps. But on my screen, at least, it will be Bad Upon Opinion who is going to finish his lap first. Currently 17th fastest, looking very nice and neat and tidy as he goes through the Ascari chicane. He'll be coming towards the final corner soon, and I think he should be the first person to complete his lap. And then Danny right behind him. So out of Olica comes Bad Upon Opinion up to the line. Where will he put his Williams, I wonder? And it's 3rd fastest.
Oh.
Jeez. Absolute goats. Bad Upon Opinion is. Danny S. Get it goes 8th fastest. Who's next to come across the line? I believe it was Sam Cole. Yes, it was. He goes 5th fastest. Next driver to come across the line will be Bad Upon Opinion's teammate in the other Williams. He's invalidated, though, so he's not going to be going any faster on this occasion. Kagoda, not Kagoda, TRT Sisha. He's backing off before the line. He's also invalid. That's why. And next will be the 2 Renaults. The first one will be SV Tuck. Out of Parabolica, he comes then up to the line, trying to take the shortest run possible, and across the line he comes. Where can he go? Goes 6th fastest. His teammate Weeze in the other Renault goes 11th fastest. Not quite as good as his teammate, but still solid. Out of the final corner for FRA LMG, he is invalidated though, so he's not going to be going any quicker. And the next driver to come across the line is Lux Evan, but also invalidated for him. Next driver to come across the line is also invalidated, Madis Gamer Boss. That could leave the door open to Haas, but no. V2X Combat is also invalidated. Who's the next driver to come across the line? It will be Kagoda, I think. Out of the final corner for the Red Bull driver. He's coming to the pits. So about half of the grid has just aborted their laps or gotten invalidated.
Yeah, I think you might have missed that. I think Corey Marshall coming out of the Ascari chicane just picked up the exit curve too much and managed to spin it straight into that green barrier, which obviously, knowing Cody's games, DNF shoot instantly, so he's going to have to settle with P8 on the grid so far. Probably could have improved, knowing the championship leader, but just unlucky for some of these guys not making it to the line.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that crash by Corey Marshall. Was focused on the timings a bit more. And I was expecting it to be a bit more exciting than that, but oh well. Maddest Gamer Boss.
Invalidation.
Yeah, it was just after everyone got invalidated right at the end. So, but yeah, Maddest Gamer Boss is going to be on pole. So, and that's on his debut as well. I've never heard of this guy. Never seen him in any other leagues, and he's come here and done a 17.9, put it on pole by 2/10.
Wait, no, not Ruben. Christian. The Hasses. The Hasses.
P2 and P4. I mean, you saw everyone making fun of us in the fun fact, saying, "Oh, Haas is last in every championship." We rock up to Italy in Tier 1 and we're 2nd and 4th on the grid. If that doesn't shut up the haters, I don't know what will. I mean, actually, I do know what will. If we can get a good result in the race, which, knowing our luck, probably won't happen. One can hope, I suppose. But hopefully Haas gets a good result. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so starting grid, is it going to be wet? No, doesn't look like it.
It's cloudy.
Sorry.
What was that? What was that?
That's something. Never mind.
Are you alright there?
Yeah.
Was that some poor attempt at a joke? I can't.
No.
Was that your legitimate cough?
No, that's not my legitimate cough. That's just like, I had something stuck in my throat. I was like choking, I think.
What did you have stuck in your throat?
I don't know, like a piece of pizza from earlier or something.
It was slightly worrying, the noise that you made.
Oh, what's that on my hand?
COVID-19
There seems
confirmed.
to be blood. I seem to have coughed blood.
What?
Joking.
Do you not think that maybe you
Joking.
should not be commentating ABS Tier 1 and doing something else to sort that out then?
It's tomato sauce, isn't it?
Oh, phew. That's good then. But away they go then to start their formation lap. My co-commentator may have just coughed up blood or pizza sauce, who knows?
I'm dead.
Either way, yeah, he's just died on stream. So that means next season we'll be having a lap of silence for JetBelly 1 as he died on stream here at this track. But going through the starting order, Maddest Gamer Boss starts on pole position from V2X Combat Battlefield Opinion. Starts third, his best qualifying of the season. Has his best qualifying of the season as well. Ricochet up there in fourth as well. Sam Cole fifth, finally showing maybe some decent form in this Tier 1 championship this season. SP Tuck, solid qualifying for him in the Renault, starts 6th. GSR 8F1 starts 7th, just ahead of the championship leader. Corey Marshall, after crashing in qualifying session, only manages 8th fastest. Danny Esquette also having a solid qualifying inside the top 10. Only set one lap in qualifying, I believe, but was good enough for 9th, so he starts there. RPL Swift, another driver I haven't seen before, starts 10th. We'll have to see what he can do from there. Wheeze in the other Renault starts 11th on the hard tyres, so he'll be trying to... It's not a good idea to start on the hard tyres, to be honest, because they can go to pretty much the entire race. But, oh well. VRT Lily starts 12th. I believe that's Jack, but I'm not completely sure. I think he might have just changed his name. But yep. Yeah, I thought so. FRA LMG 13th. That's... Yeah, he got invalidated, didn't he? That's why he starts so low on the medium tyres. Super Wayman starts 14th for McLaren. Kugoda, well, both Red Bulls, starts 15th and 16th together towards the backlog. 17th, also getting invalidated in qualifying. TRT Seed, one in Bahrain, hasn't been on the podium since, as far as I'm aware. Starts 18th. Polo God, the champion, well, no, who was the ex-championship leader and second in the championship, starts 19th and last out of everyone, so we'll have to see what he can do. But we are just about ready to go there. Corey Marshall got disqualified on the formation lap, so his tyres are going to be pretty cold indeed. We're all rolling up to the line then, so we should be getting underway very, very soon. Just on board with the pole sitter Maddest Gamer Boss to see when the revs rise, so I can start building up the hype for the start. The lights are on, but the revs have not risen, so we're not going yet. And they are rising now. And so, is that a jump start? No, that's an AI, I believe. So we should be going underway any second. And yes, away we go then for the Italian Grand Prix. Good start for Maddest Gamer Boss. He's covered off everyone. One of the Renaults there. SV Tuck trying to challenge down the inside. Away they go into turn one. Oh my god, I've ruined that completely. Maddest Gamer Boss gets a 3-second time penalty. Locks up. Goes straight on at turn one, and now he's got challenges from V2X Combat, who's trying to go all the way round the outside. Can he get it done? Not quite. He's sitting in the slipstream for now as they all make their way through the second chicane. Oh no! No! V2X Combat is round after having contact with one of the Williams. I believe that was bad of an opinion. Sam Cole has somehow managed to slip up into third. Ricochet makes his way up into fourth. SV Tack is in fifth. Side by side between, I believe, GSR 8 and V2X Combat as they make their way through Lesbo 2. Yes, it's contact between the Williams and the Haas there. Damage for someone, I wasn't quite sure who, as they all make their way towards the Ascari chicane side by side between GSR 8 and V2X Combat now, but just about managing to slot in position as they make their way through there. So overall, a clean-ish start. No one's been spun around as far as I can tell. Well, not yet anyway, as we got more challenges up the front. Danny Esquetti, what a start he's had from 9th on the grid up to 5th. SV Tack right on the back of him. RPL Swift dropping down, but he's an AI, so that's why. So it is Maddest Gamer Boss who leads them across the line on lap 1. Sam Cole second, and Ricochet up in third, but challenges from Danny Esquetti right behind as well. Yeah, there's still RPL Smith. That's a bit disorientating, that AI up there as they make their way through turns 1 and 2 on this lap. Corey Marshall not having a great start. He's dropped down 2 positions, so the championship leader down in 9th now. So right, let's take a breath. Maddest Gamer Boss locked. Oh dear, Battle for Opinions round. Oh dear. Okay, that's certainly damage for the Williams driver. I wonder if that was him that, yeah, it must have been him that made contact with Combat earlier. So that's 2 incidents in 2 laps for Battle Point Opinion, and someone's run wide. That's Super Wayman who's run wide there and onto the gravel. He's just about managed to rejoin, but yeah, Battle Point Opinion losing the majority of his front wing. Now he's definitely going to have to pit at the end of this lap. Said he wasn't struggling in ABS Tier 1. I think he's just proven himself wrong. He's definitely struggling at the moment, I would say, and he did practice for this as well, he told me. But yeah, unfortunate moments for the Williams driver.
Just check up on the back, guys. I think there's a battle forming between Kagoda and Weeze.
You're right there. You just coughed up another piece of pizza, have you?
Yeah, it's a bit of pepperoni this time. So they're coming down straight in Monza. Kagoda going side by side with Weeze. I think he's already ahead by turn 1. No, they're still side by side. I think there's a little bit of overtake being activated here. Can he brake later? Doesn't look like it. Weeze staying on the inside. Can he get the better exit and maybe drive around the outside at Curva Grande? Doesn't look like he's been able to do it. Saving his ERS, staying behind for now.
Yeah, Weeze just about managing to hold it all the way around the outside in turn 1 and 2. If you can hold it around the outside, it does turn into the inside. So it is the better line as Kagoda gets very squirrely on indeed out of the exit of the second chicane. Weeze runs slightly wide through Lesbo 1, but not enough to give Kagoda an opportunity, so they stay in the same position for the time being. So you'll make their way down the back straight towards the Ascari chicane for the 3rd time. In this 27-lap race as V2X Combat gets a 3-second time penalty. Already 4 drivers with time penalties at the start of this race, and we are still very early into this race. But yeah, quite easy to pick up time penalties round here as GSR Aid right on the back of V2X Combat trying to make a move on the Haas driver, but I don't think he's going to be close enough on this occasion. So this is where the DRS train comes into effect, where everyone is kind of in everyone else's slipstream and in everyone else's DRS, so you don't really get too much moves, as that's a definite lock up there for SV Tuck as they make their way through turns 1 and 2 and 3. I believe it's Curva Grande is the long right-hander. I think that's what it's called.
That I know every single corner on this track.
You know every single corner on this track?
Yep. All of them. Every single name.
Jeez, are you a Ferrari fan or something?
I'm just a track name sweat. Like, I know corner names of Spain.
Oh, right. Something's happened at the back.
Yeah,
The yellow flag. Is that Kagoda around? Yes, it is. So something's happened to him. That was... Well, it's very difficult to spin on your own there. So I'd imagine that was contact with possibly Lux Evan. But not completely sure.
Went past him. I think it might have been a Wheeze or Seed. Probably Seed, considering he's closer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was a bit higher up than I thought, actually. So, yeah, but whatever's happened, Kagoda is round and a long way back. Luckily, he has sustained no damage, or at least none that I can see. So he'll be able to continue and hopefully get back up as we got side by side down the main straight. Both Hasses going side by side into turn 1. V2X Combat and Tuck going side by side. Lock up for V2X Combat. He manages to stay ahead of the Renault driver unless he was making his way past the Renault driver. I'm not sure. Tuck gets all out of shape on the exit. That's going to give an opportunity to GSR8 who makes his way past. Corey Marshall also trying to get in on the action, trying to go all the way around the outside. Not quite got the overtake speed to do it as SB Tuck looks to the inside of GSR8, pulls back to the racing line and not going to get past GSR8 on that occasion. It was going to be a very bold move indeed if he was going to make his way past there, but luckily thinks better of it, so he's not going to be causing any collisions. Thankfully, he's not going to do a jet belly one, which is what we like to see. And also the other hats of Ricochet was going side by side with Danny Esquete towards turn 1. Everyone going side by side with everyone. A bit difficult to see everything as Ricochet gets a 3-second time penalty. It's Danny Esquete, loses it mid-corner, goes over the curb and gets a 3-second time penalty himself. What is he oohing about?
I is oohing about SV Tax on the exit of Ascari. I think those soft tyres might be starting to get a little bit of graining on them. Just coming out of the corner, he had a massive snap. And I think it's also meant that Corey Marshall was able to be right on his arse coming down to turn 1. Overtake on DRS Open, but I think the DRS train has meant that SV Tax has stayed ahead for now as they come down into the first corner. So I don't know the...
Oh, SV Tax loses it again! That was very lucky for Corey Marshall there that he didn't get collected by the Renault and sent straight off the road. He's managed to get past SV Tac, but clearly that Renault is looking a bit of a handful for SV Tac at the moment, losing it 3 times in the space of a lap and a half. Yeah, so the rear end of that Renault looking extremely bad indeed as someone's gone off. I wonder if that's bad upon your opinion. Yes, it is. He's lost his front wing again, and I would assume he's going to either come into the pits to retire or change his front wing. I wonder which one it will be. Hopefully he doesn't retire, and we got a virtual safety car from that, so I hope he doesn't retire, but we'll have to see. I know he watches the streams while he races, so if you are listening, Ben, don't give up.
Don't retire.
Don't retire. If you retire, I will not speak to you again, ever again. But yeah, so he's going to be a lap down, I think. Just
luckily
close.
So not quite.
Just about. Yeah, he's just about managed to get out ahead of Maddest Gamer Boss. So we'll have to see if his pace is good enough to get away from the race leader. I mean, if you go a lap down, it's very difficult because if you get a safety car, the safety car doesn't let you unlap yourself. So it's very difficult to get back up as SV Tuck comes into the pit lane to put on what I believe is a set of...
mediums.
Mediums, yes. I've just put the tyre graphic up for everyone to see. But yeah, so still quite an early stop. I'm not sure if he might have had damage, but I'm not quite sure. Is that something? Ricochet is out!
No!
Kill me! But it was looking like a dream for Haas. Has ended with one of the drivers in the wall.
It's not even an incident. He's just spun it, and there's my one all on his own.
Oh, end me. The pain just never ends. But luckily, V2X Combat is still in the race. And in 4th and right on the back. So, it's not all bad.
One second. Where did Danny start? P9. And he's already in P3.
Yeah, he managed to avoid all the carnage on lap 1 as Maddest Gamer Boss comes into pit. So does V2X Combat and Corey Marshall. So people opting to pit under the virtual safety car. That's actually quite quick reactions. I wouldn't have thought to do that.
It's,
Of the VSC. Oh, Maddest Gamer has gone for hards. Oh,
It's
actually, no,
part of
that's
their
alright, because
actual
it's quite an early
strategy.
stop.
Because they were meant to pit about around lap 7, lap 8. Now, by stretching these tyres, these guys have meant that they can go the race with a lot less wear, a lot more control of their car, and this VSC has just made life so much easier for them.
Corey Marshall's got a drive-through. Sorry to cut across you there, Adam, but the championship leader, Corey Marshall, it goes from bad to worse. And just after he left the pit lane, he's gotten a why can't I speak? He's gotten a drive-through.
Yeah.
So looking like a weekend to forget for the championship leader. Well, if he is still the championship leader by the end of this race.
Get the leader timings up so that we can see how much time he loses, because it might just be a glitch. And in that case, the time he loses can be removed, I think.
The what?
It might be a glitch, because sometimes does that when you're coming out of the pits. If it is a glitch, and he's got a clip to back it up, then we'll be able to see how much time he's lost because of it, and that'll get removed if there isn't another safety car.
Well, I'm having a look at the incidents. Yeah, there is a drive-through for him in the what's it called? The race director. Yeah, he's come into the pits already, right behind Kokoda.
26.5. See where he comes out behind the leader.
How was GSR 8 got up into third? Is he not pitted? Yeah, that's why he's not pitted. So we'll have to see. Maybe V2X Combat can undercut Danny Esquetin. Or no, was he already ahead? No, he was behind him, wasn't he? It was Ricochet who was ahead of Danny.
He's lost about 18 seconds during that stop.
So can he get those 18 seconds removed?
He might be. If he submits a clip that shows that he hasn't sped under safety under the VSC or something, or maybe he was under it and then it said go, and then, you know, just a natural Cody's glitch, then we might be able to remove it for him.
Is that what happened to you at USA, where you had 20 seconds removed?
No, that was because of an illegal overtake, and I tried to let him pass, but it didn't, you know.
Okay, understandable. But as we make our way down the main straight, GSR8 defending from TRT Seisha in the Red Bull. Will he be able to go all the way round the outside, I wonder? He brakes very, very late. Goes straight on. Definitely not going to be going ahead of the Alfa Romeo driver there. And you said Ascari move. Pagoda and Corey Marshall, was that not?
Yep, Corey Marshall went around the outside into Ascari. Beautiful overtake. Quite sad that we didn't get it on stream, actually, because that would have been contender for overtake of the week in my eyes.
Well, he can clip that and submit it for overtake of the week. So as we got a yellow flag, is that bad of one opinion again? It is.
Looks like
dear.
It.
Goes from worse to even worse for bad of one opinion. It's like me. It's like me whenever I race. Like, I'm doing well. I'm in the pack. I spin again. And I spin again.
Yeah, it's just a cycle. It's not much you can really do about it, apart from what I do when I spin is I always switch to the a new tyre compound, because obviously I don't know if you've looked at career mode, it actually tells you your deg around a certain track, and if you spin, that decreases the amount of tyre grip you actually got, decreases so much, and it doesn't look like it because on the percentage stuff it doesn't actually represent the change in your tyre after a spin.
Oh, I didn't know that. That would explain a lot, actually.
Jet Belly 1 knowledge.
Yeah. Why is V2X Combat coming to the pits again?
I don't know, but
he's on too low. Oh, just gets bad from worse to worse.
We took the entire escape road, like, you know, down at turn 1 you got the bollards and you have to weave through them. He did it and he still got 3 seconds of time penalties from it.
Oh, that I feel bad for him. Oh, it was Combat taking a drive through. Oh my god. Why does it never go right? It never goes right for Haas. Just
We've
it
still
looks
got
like it's gonna go right.
16
It just
laps
doesn't.
remaining, so anything could happen.
Yeah, but I mean, he was on the podium. V2X
Oh, I
Combat.
forgot.
He was third.
Might invite
Now he's
RPL
12th.
Swift again.
Yeah. Oh, someone's crashed. Is that Wheeze? Yeah, Wheeze has crashed. Well, we're talking about his time penalty. I don't think he'll care anymore. And we have got a safety car here at Italy. That's helped GSR aid. He's pitted on the safety car. Wonder where he'll come out now.
Let's see where it comes out.
So
Other people have
TRT
pitted as
Citra
well.
stayed out to
I think
take
he's
the
only
lead.
going to lose 2 positions.
Oh no, he won't. Okay, so this is interesting because of where the safety cars come out. Citra and Maddest Gamer have got past it, so everyone's going to go past it. There's an
Safety car
interesting one.
speed. Don't know why TRT Citra didn't pit when the safety car came out. I don't know if he was past the pit entrance.
I'm not sure if he might have been past the pit lane by the time that it came out.
Past the pit entrance. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. But
Safety car period.
Opinion is able to unlap himself.
Oh, man, I have one opinion. This is going to be great for him.
Yes, because he was a lap down, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to get back up because of the stupid way that the safety car works in this game.
Well, actually, no. I think he will be able to, as long as he can stay with the guys at the front. He might be able to get back past the safety car.
Yeah, it's difficult because you can just the game sometimes just straight disqualifies you, so it's a risk. But I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He's 18th, so may as well take that risk.
I mean, if he has to,
As Citra's come into pits now.
I think if he does overtake the safety car, he will be allowed maybe some time taken off, because obviously, in real life, you are allowed to overtake the safety car as your car. So, well, he's pitted again. He's retiring.
That's strange. I think maybe he's going for mediums to the end.
Yeah, no, that's a
possibly.
good strategy, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, because those softs wouldn't have made it to the end.
No, he would have had to
mediums will.
stop.
Pardon?
Yeah, he would have had to do an extra stop.
Yeah, so it makes sense. But the safety car has caught the leader now, so they will start filing up behind the safety car. Sam Cole's second. Finally seeing some good performances from him. Pardon?
Adolf Fontaine has been lapped by 13th. Oh,
Dear, oh
God.
dear.
Might
Well,
retire,
we'll have to see
mate.
if he can unlap himself. Hopefully he can.
Driver of the century if he can. Imagine.
What did you say, sorry?
Driver of the century if he actually can, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think Maddest Gamer
But we'll
quite
have to wait and see.
vulnerable to the guys behind here. I mean, Sam Cole, fresh mediums, GSR 8. Sorry, no, Sam Cole 1 lap old mediums, GSR 8, fresh mediums, and Maddest Gamer boss on the 4 lap old hards. I mean, they will go longer. Don't think they'll go to the end. They might do.
What,
but-
will 4 lap old hards go to the end?
Yeah, what do you think?
Easily. They'll easily go to the end.
Sam
Mediums
Cole,
can go to the end from around lap 12. So,
Yeah, so Sam Cole maybe looking for his first win this season. Definitely in a good position to do it. I mean, the car ahead has more deg, and is obviously on a slower tyre compound, and they can both make it to the end.
Bad Point Opinion's got a drive through for ignoring yellow flag.
Overtake the safety car.
dear. Do it, Ben. Got past the race leader. Has it let him? Well, we're about to find out, and he's been disqualified.
He actually.
Yes, he has.
Oh.
That's cruel luck, really. That's just... It's so bad that the game works like that, because it's not fair. So, but yeah, the driver that started third in this race, disqualified on lap 14, pulls over to the side of the road.
I'm sorry if it was us saying that made you do it, Ben. I mean...
It might have been, actually. Mainly your fault, though.
Yeah.
Basically encouraged him to get disqualified.
SMH, my head.
I'm sure he'll be putting on his Instagram story later tonight. Not replying, only real ones know what's wrong. Of course, we are real ones, so we do know what's wrong.
Also,
yeah,
we were commentating the race.
Yeah. I mean, I can expect that he'll give us a good rundown of how bad the race was sooner or later. But it's safety car in this lap. We could do actually. Actually, no, we're probably not. We could interview him after the race, maybe, if he's still on.
Yeah, just so he can tell us what happened. Anyway, safety car restart now. They coming towards the final corner, Parabolica. Maddis Gamer is getting on the outside, maybe trying to throw them off with some weaving. Let's watch when he goes. He's gone.
Backing them up very well. He's gone now.
Ooh, look at that
He's
gap.
got quite good restart. Yeah, he's got a good gap to Sam Cole. And GSR-8 and Danny Esquetet very close to the back of him. So I wonder if they can make a move. We've got side-by-side in the background by, I believe, one of the, maybe TRTC, as GSR-8 looks for it down the inside into turn 1. Doesn't manage to get the move, but he's still... someone spun. That's one of the McLarens. That's Super Wayman, who spun into the first corner. Just caught sight of that in the background. But, yeah, so... One of the McLarens there not doing too good. His team driving up there in 4th position as they file their way through the second chicane in the lap. I'm sure Adam will know the corner names. Someone's gone off in the background because we got a yellow flag. Is that V2X Combat?
Oh, no.
You know when you're like seriously considering doing a Gunther Steiner and just like firing your entire lineup and your entire team?
You're literally
feeling that right now. I'm feeling that right now. I mean, they've been unlucky sometimes, but I don't know what happens to him there. But God, it never gets better, does it? I'll have to win tomorrow to get us some good points for Haas. But Danny Esquetet right on the back of GSR-8. He's not using his overtake though, so he's not trying to get past on this occasion. Well, he's using it now. He's gaining very, very slowly on GSR-8 in front of him. Will he switch to the outside? Yes, he does. Brakes late and locks up a little bit, but he'll have the inside line for the next corner. Gets caught on the curb a little bit, so GSR-8 has the better traction out of the corner to stay ahead. That could give SV Tuck an opportunity to get past. No, he's Danny Esquetet not giving this one up. Still right on the back of GSR-8 as they make their way into the second chicane of the lap. And McLaren goes to the outside, doesn't manage to get past. And the Alfa Romeo driver holds 3rd position for the time being. Danny Esquetet crawling all over the back of GSR-8 as they make their way through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Coming uphill, no DRS yet because it only gets enabled 3 laps after the safety car has gone in. We are not 3 laps after the safety car has gone in just yet. A little bit further back, nothing seems to be happening as far as I can tell. Now everyone's making their way through pretty nicely. Something's happened to Corey Marshall. What has happened to him? Because he's pitted. So has Polo God. So the top 2 in the championship are last and second to last.
That's why I love ABS.
Something happened to them. Pardon?
This is why I love ABS. Things just flip on their head so quickly. Yeah,
unpredictable.
Yeah, that's it. GSR-8 really needs to pick up the pace. So Sam Cole has basically got the win in the bag here. He's got no penalties, and he's got the best tyres on the grid in the best position to win this race now. Obviously, car ahead on hards will go longer. So, man, this game
does have a time penalty as well.
He needs to keep him behind, and then needs to pull away on worn tyres at the end. And I can tell you from experience, Doing that, Monza, is not good.
It's not easy, by any means. I mean, really, Jet Belly has experienced every single kind of situation in ABS because he's very experienced. As someone's gone off, that's one of the Williams, I believe. Yes, it is. It's RPL Swift who has spun in the other Williams. So both Williams now out of the points. Both Williams having damage in this race. Virtual Williams F1 team are going to run out of virtual front wings very soon, I'm sure.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be virtually bankrupt by the end of this race. Yeah, so not gone well for the virtual Williams F1 team as Corey Marshall gets a virtual 3-second time penalty. He makes his way through the virtual Lesmo 2 and up to the virtual Ascari chicane. Meanwhile, the pack are making their way down the main straight. Sam Cole, yeah, the virtual pack are making their way down the virtual main straight. Virtual Sam Cole very close to the back of virtual Maddest Gamer Boss, but not quite close enough to make a virtual move on the virtual racing point ahead of him. As they make their way through the second chicane for the 18th time in this race. A bit further back, GSR-A still holding off Danny S. Get It and SV Tuck. Polo God showing that he's still a speedy boy. Sets the fastest lap of the race in 15th position, but that 1 point won't go to him because he is out of the top 10. So still not great. Super Wayman gets a virtual 3-second time penalty. But yeah, so DRS train very much in effect right now.
The thing about Danny, the way he's driving at the moment, he's not quicker overall. He's just quicker in the places where he actually needs to be faster than GSR-8. I mean, lap by lap, they are the same gap pretty much every lap. But Danny's Get It coming out the high traction corners like Scari, Della Roggia, that's the second chicane for you noobs. And the first chicane, just has so much more speed. I mean, look at him
now. Here he comes, though. He's got it. He's got it before they even break. He doesn't overshoot the corner either. So, yeah, Danny S. Get It up into the podium positions. Will GSR-8 fight it back, though, as they go through the Curb Grande? He's got very low ERS, GSR-8, so yeah, I don't think he'll be going for it. As Corey Marshall sets the fastest lap of the race in 14th place. So 14th and 15th trading fastest laps at the moment, proving that they are still speedy boys.
Alright, so I think there might be something going on at the back between Lux 7 and Super 1. They're both very close, and I don't think Lux 7 has DRS on the car ahead. Both of them quite low ERS. Interesting to see what happens in the next coming laps. Just Pagoda thought he was going to make a move there on TRTC into the Ascari chicane. TRTC taking a very unorthodox line over. It seems to get quite a lot of speed on the exit.
What was the unorthodox line?
So, you know when you go in to the corner?
I know where I go in, as Kokoda nearly runs into the back of him. Sam Cole takes the lead, by the way, sorry. And he's got the lead very early in the straight. Got it way before the braking zone.
Yeah.
Now this Gamer Boss, sorry, looks to the inside, but not quite going to be able to make it as something's happened, because I can hear my co-commentator oohing.
Yeah, so there's contact at the back between TRT Seizure and SV TAC, and they've come down to the final corner, and TRT Seizure just braking that much later, hit SV TAC in the middle of the corner, causing him to lose rear grip and do a small half spin. And he's looking for a move on the inside now into Lesmo, just backs out a bit slightly, knows that move won't work into there. Slightly high speed corner, not really enough room to overtake, but he's still nonetheless on the back a lot. And Jack Lilly in the Ferrari behind, really benefiting from the situation, as I think Danny's got past. Oh no,
Jack's on older hard tyres as well, so it's another, yeah, a lot of drivers that you expect to do well, like Jack, Corey Marshall, Polo God, all of them quite low down right now as TRT Seizure runs slightly wide through Parabolica, and the man, well, I say man, he's a midget, Sam Cole, who we didn't expect to be doing well, has found himself in the lead of this race with 6 laps to go. So, yeah, unpredictable. Is this championship? Is one way to put it.
A lot of locking up going into the first corner. I just saw from the mid-pack area. Not really much battling going on at the moment. Neither of them really have pace to get out of the DRS train that's kind of on between the entirety of actually the top.
Master's retired.
Ooh. Tired of the
He
pits.
has given up.
It's not what you want to see.
So, well, you never know. There could still be. There is still time for a safety car. So it's not over yet. I mean, if there is a safety car now, I'm sure he'll be kicking himself
2 seconds,
for
Chris.
that one.
So Danny is getting with the DRS open. Is he going to make a move around the Sky? No. Doesn't look like he can do it. But he's on the back straight now, coming towards Parabolica. Hasn't got his ERS on. The car ahead has used it quite a lot. I mean, he's got 60% more on them. So blast this off down the straight to maybe have a go at Sam Cole soon. Maybe down at... What kind of lap do you think he's going to be having a go at Sam Cole? I mean, he's blasting that ERS out the back of his car now, and he's side by side, DRS wide open. That's going to be an easy move. Just simple DRS pass for him. Is he going to come back across? No.
It was very close, so he couldn't quite come back onto the racing line. Nonetheless, he's got past Maddest Gamer Boss.
He's on the hunt for win.
See if he can hunt down Sam Cole and deny Sam Cole a win, but Danny does have a time penalty, whereas Sam Cole does not.
Ooh, GSR8 looking a bit racy. Small contact between the back of him and Maddest Gamer Bros going into Del Rogers chicane and Lesmo 1. So they're coming through Lesmo 2 now. This top 4 pack sort of pulling away slightly, I think, or maybe no. SD Tax is actually catching them. So DRS train might start to form, which may dull the action slightly. But I can promise you, GSR8 has not given up yet. He's still within that half-second mark that I think he possibly need to make a good, clean overtake around this track, and he's doing it quite well. I mean, not outstanding, but it's not terrible either.
Indeed. And Danny Esquetti is within DRS of Sam Cole as they make their way onto lap 23. So if Sam Cole gets a time penalty, then it could be wide open for this win. I've not. So, oh yeah, it's very low indeed. 16% compared to Danny's 83%. Yeah. So Danny has got a lot superior ERS.
Just going to blast it off
Cole
in the
ahead
last
of him.
couple laps, isn't he?
Yeah, but the trouble is, if he overtakes Sam Cole can easily just hang about in his DRS and not drop off.
See, I don't think he can. I think Danny.
You don't think he can?
I think Danny, if he gets past, he can. What he's going to do is he's going to deploy all of that ERS that he saved up throughout the race. And I mean, look, he's on 90%. He can deploy all of that and just pull away from Sam Cole like it's trying to race a baby in a go-kart or something.
Very good analogies there from Jet Belly 1. I haven't heard that one before, I'll say that.
Hashtag original.
Yeah, Jet Belly, the most unique of all the commentators.
Special.
Fair to say. Indeed, as someone's gone off and got a virtual safety. That's completely ruined it for Danny, because he would have probably got past there, and it's Polo God who has crashed in Sector 1 just before Sector 2. Yeah, did exactly what Ricochet did earlier on in this race. Spun it and done a 180 into the barriers. But that's completely ruined Danny's chance of getting past Sam Cole on that occasion. But Danny's all the way, and Danny's up to pretty much 100% ERS now. Let's have a look at Sam. Sam Cole can regenerate a little bit under the virtual safety car period, but he's still only on 30% compared to Danny, who's on 100% now.
Yes.
They make their way through Lesmo 1 and 2.
Yeah, only 4 turns between them. I think Danny's got this race under control. If he can pull those 3 seconds, I think he needs. Let me just check the penalties. Yeah, only 3 seconds that he needs over Sam Cole. And I mean, he's got the ERS to do it. I mean, he's 100% going into the Sky chicane. Sam Cole already under pressure. Danny hasn't used any ERS. This is quite sus.
Quite sus indeed, as they make their way through the Parabolica corner and onto the main straight. And I'm sure Danny Esquetet will be blasting past that Mercedes before they get to turn 1. DRS is deployed for the McLaren driver. He pulls out the slipstream any second, and he does. He looks to the inside, does Danny Esquetet, and he's got the move done. He locks up a little bit, but doesn't overshoot the corner, and so it is Danny Esquetet up into the lead of the race. Has Danny Esquetet won a race in ABS before?
I think he was a champion.
Was he? I didn't know that.
Oh no, sorry, no, he wasn't a champion. He was P2 in the first ever championship.
Oh, so he is a true OG then.
First race.
What race did this league start on? Was it 2018 or 2019?
2019, but like when it just came out. First race was literally me, Speedy Midget, Jarv, and Danny. And I took out both the Ferraris.
Some things never change then, do they?
I was doing it to give my team a win.
This league has grown quite a lot since then. Of course, I haven't been in this league for very long. I mean, I've only been in since, not sure, October last year.
I didn't.
So only a couple of months. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that Jack Lilly had just tried a little dive down the inside of GSR 8F1 there. I think it might have lost him a little bit of time, but obviously DRS train forming, so I don't think it will really make a difference in the end. Danny Esquetet. This guy really needs to pull away, or it's not going to be a win for him, and he's got so much.
See, I told you, Sam can just sit in the slipstream, sit in the DRS, and hold and stay close to Danny. But you were like, nah, that's not going to happen at all. But it has happened.
Stuff can happen. Anything can happen. Sam
Danny has still got a lot of ERS.
Yeah, he definitely needs to start using it, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's only got a lap and a half to go to pull around 2.3 seconds to Sam Cole behind him. So we'll have to see if he can do that or not.
I forgot to take into account that Sam's got the DRS.
You didn't think of that?
No, I forgot.
No, we're not in 2010.
Yeah. I mean,
DRS has been a thing for quite a while now. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you forgot that it existed.
Yeah. Sort of.
Sort of. But yeah, we make our way onto the final lap of this race then. Danny Esquetet leads them from 9th on the grid up to 1st by the final lap, but if Sam Cole can stay within 3 seconds, then it will be the win for him. But it's not over yet, because Sam does have a lot of drivers right behind him. So, okay, Maddest Gamer Boss has not got a lot of ERS, but neither does Sam, so it could be close, as yeah, Maddest Gamer Boss is the main rival for Sam at this point for 2nd position, but
Sam has to be in
he has
DRS.
a time penalty, so
does he have it?
Yep, Sam is just about in DRS. No, he's just about inside the DRS of Danny. So Danny is deploying his ERS. He's down to 11%, so he has been deploying it, but it's just not enough. As Jack gets a 3-second time penalty, and now Danny is getting a little bit desperate here, using all of his ERS, weaving to try and break the toe a little bit, but I don't think he'll be able to get far enough ahead of Sam Cole. So then, out to the final corner for Danny Esquetet. He starts 9th, he wins on track, but Sam Cole is going to take the win on time penalties. Sam Cole takes his first win of the season. Danny Esquetet is 2nd on time penalties. A podium on debut for Maddest Gamer Boss. Jack is 4th, Kagoda 5th. SV Tuck, after having the most unstable rear end in the world, is 6th. GSR Aid comes home for 7th. FRA LMG, the Mercedes that we're used to being at the front, comes home for 8th. TRT Seed is 9th. Seisha is 10th to complete the top 10. Lux 7 is 11th in the AlphaTauri. Super Wayman 12th. V2X Combat, who started so high up the grid, I believe it was 4th, has ended up in 13th, and 14th was not sure.
And the man in
actually.
second.
Forgot.
The man in second.
Second, sorry, yeah, I got them mixed up.
Who wishes he would have used that ERS sooner, because if you dish it out like Sam Cole was doing, equally over a lap time, you improve much more than just blasting it randomly over 2 laps. I mean, obviously I made the miscalculation and I was 1.8
The
seconds
DRS
off.
didn't exist.
Stupid Adam.
Very stupid.
So yeah, Sam Cole. Sorry, no, I said Sam Cole. Sam Cole's not cool.
Sam Cool.
Sam Cole is not cool.
Nah. Sam Cole is the most uncool person ever.
But if you think about it, I was just doing Mercedes a favour, innit?
True,
'Cause
true.
had I said that Sam Cole's going to win this, he wouldn't have won it, because that's how it works on Mercedes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should just thought.
Everything seems to work strangely in Mercedes.
Yes.
Yes. Right then, I've invited all 3 drivers. So hopefully they'll join and we will interview.
Where's Paula God? I want to speak to Shannon. Why was she not engineering in this race? Had she been engineering, this guy would have won it.
Yeah, I'm having a look in the Discord, see if anyone is asking for
Good evening.
interviews. Pardon?
It's a good evening, you meant to say it back, Christian.
Evening.
No. No. Right then. Okay, so I'll start with Maddest Gamer Boss.
No,
Just make
Chris, start with me,
all
I've got
3 of
dinner
you.
now.
Fuck. Okay. Right then.
No
So,
swearing
Maddest
through.
Gamer Boss.
Shut up, Adam!
Shut up, Adam.
Uh,
I don't think what's his name, Danny's joining. So if he does, it'll be a weird order. But Sam Cole,
Hey.
before you go to dinner, so you won. You
Yes.
finally proved that you were actually speed for once in this championship,
Yay. Thank you.
and you managed to beat the other guy in this party.
He's rapid, mate.
Yeah, he was
Thanks.
very rapid, but unfortunately
welcome,
went
Adam.
onto the hard
I-
tyres, which were a bit slower, I think. But
Yeah, I
so-
gained,
Sam Cole,
after like
talk-
Sector 1, he had like a 3-second lead. Just because World War 3 started at second chicane. So, luckily I got away from that cleanly, then just went from there.
Yeah,
Get me.
the start was pretty carnagey, and you managed to make your way through that unscathed. And then you had to hold off a late charge from Danny Esquette.
Yeah,
Who's
well,
just
I
joined
knew
the party,
Danny.
brilliant.
I knew Danny had a penalty, so I just didn't need to get any more warnings because I had 1 warning. So I wasn't going to lose 3 seconds to Danny in 5 laps. So I just need to keep it safe.
Yeah, CEO of getting no time penalties at Monza, Sam Cole. Any questions, Jet Belly?
yeah. Do you think it was a good idea?
Wait, what?
Right, well, that answers that.
Go on, what was it?
Do you think it was a good idea to dish out all of your ERS in the opening laps? Obviously, it worked out
No.
for you,
I didn't
But-
do it. I didn't do it. I didn't
but
do
like
it.
you had like barely any at the end.
Yeah, at the end I didn't, just because. Why not? But in going to the pits, I had like 40% or something. So. Yeah, I just let you through my Mr. 07 brother. But anyway, you were speedy. Speedy
Don't
sister.
talk to me if you're younger than Serbia.
Shut up.
Sam is younger than Serbia.
Me and Danny are. Question
Yeah,
is,
I respect
Chris,
Danny.
when's your birthday? When's your birthday?
28th of April,
What year?
2006.
Oh, you're like 5 days older.
Oh,
Haha.
you are actually.
But I'm still older,
No,
aren't I?
you're
You're not.
older. I like barely anything.
Yeah, by a couple of days. But you're not, so you have to shut up, Sam Cole.
Okay.
But I'm required to say well done, so well done. Go eat your dinner.
Thank
Well,
you,
actually, no,
Chris.
I've got one more question for you.
Oh, I've
What
got
is your dinner?
Chinese to eat.
Answers that.
Yeah,
It's
I've
kind
already
of dead
eaten
anyway,
my
so go on.
No,
Dinner.
it's not.
Get out of here.
Well, I'm having chips.
Get
Anyway,
out of
so it's
here.
all good. All right, bye.
Chips
Moving.
and Chinese.
Watch
How
me
much
remove
bullshit
you
can
again, Sam
get?
Cole.
No, all right. I'm having like chow mein. Yeah. Poppadoms. No, not poppadoms. Prawn crackers. And then some
Chow mein
chips on the
and
side
poppadoms.
in a bowl.
Nice.
It's a bit
Yeah,
dead.
it's all good. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Go away.
Right.
I removed him.
Nice.
Right, let's get it.
Legend.
You were speed in those final couple of laps. You had like 1,000,000% ERS. You were like CEO of saving the ERS. Like, it was all looking amazing. You were like closing in on. Well, no, you got past. I believe, yeah, it might have been Maddest Game. Yeah, it was Maddest Gamer Boss, and you got past up into second place, gaining on Sam Cole all the time. Got past Sam Cole, and then Adam thought that you were going to pull away into the distance, but he didn't account for the one thing that makes overtaking possible in F1 these days,
Yeah.
which was the DRS.
Yeah.
So
I forgot
unfortunately, you didn't pull away. It would have been lit though to see you like pull away from Sam, because like I love you, Danny, and don't love Sam. So, but yeah,
Nice,
I
good.
didn't. Now you were like speed the entire race. To be fair, you were always up there, doing well, and you started 9th as well. So you made your way all the way up from 9th to 2nd. Well, on time
Yeah.
penalties.
I had a
So,
race
so
pace.
it's-
I had a race setup, so that's why.
Yeah, you were well speedy.
One thing I noticed during around the middle of the race, you had really good pace, like where you needed to have it. I don't think you were pushing massively hard, but out of the corners like Parabolica, Della Roggia, Ascari, you really had the pace to just cement yourself in front of any other driver, and even in some cases attack some people ahead.
Yeah, that setup felt really good in those kind of corners, and yeah.
Well done.
I echo Adam's comments. Very well done to you, Danny. I mean, kind of think you deserved to win because you were very, very speedy. But still,
Yeah, the win
second
would
place
be
is a
good.
very good result.
When was the last time you did actually win in ABS?
I think it was actually season 2 in Hungary. So, by the way, that was also 1-2 for me and Sam.
Yeah, it was
What's
one.
the relation between you and Sam, though? You're not in the
Yeah.
same team.
He's my brother.
Oh, he's your brother.
Oh,
Oh,
seven
right.
brother.
Even though he's
Fanatec
English and
brothers.
you're Finnish.
Yeah, still.
They both have Fanatec. That's the only reason they win races.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I see. Flexing on all us poor people. But yeah.
SM
let's,
Beach.
Unless you've got anything to add, Jet Belly.
Yeah, I actually do. I was looking halfway through the race, and you know how quite a lot of people drive-throughs with BSC. I think it's because the pit lane, the way it is, if you come in too fast, like if you come in over Delta, even slightly, when you come out, you will still be slightly over Delta.
That's not good. I thought was this not directed at Danny at all?
Sorry? No, this was just
Like-
something I noticed. You said like any more
we're
points.
supposed to be interviewing Danny.
Oh yeah, Danny, your car looks very, very sexy in orange today. That's all I have to say.
I know, right?
Fair enough. Well done to you, Danny. You had a good drive today.
Yeah, thanks. I gotta go now.
So now we move on to Mad Boss, who's who's been sitting in the party silently this entire time. I thought he left for a
Yay.
second there. That would have been bad. But he's been sitting here silently all the time, sitting patiently. He got pole position, and he was looking. Well, actually, no. You had a huge lock up into turn 1 and forgot to take the first corner.
Yeah.
The Norwegian
and
driver.
got your only penalty of the race, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you nearly lost the lead, but you managed to stay in the lead ahead of the Haas behind you, like a true goat. And then you were looking very speed out in the lead and looking very nice indeed.
Ooh,
Right, man. And then
bars.
and then there was a I think it was a virtual safety car, and you pitted under that for the hards, did you not?
Yeah, I did. That's correct.
Yeah, and unfortunately, those hards didn't quite have the pace in them to carry you to what was looking like a very strong, I believe, debut win for you as well.
Yeah, the race. First of all, this is the funniest interview I've ever been in. And
That's how it be in ABS.
yeah,
No, just with
And-
me.
yeah, the race was messed up. I locked off, got a penalty, and if this last safety car didn't come, I would have had like 6 seconds gap to the guy behind, and I think I could have won then. But the hards was so bad. They were so slow, and at the end they were going off, and I couldn't do anything. It was so annoying. So yeah, P3. Not very
the
happy
podium,
with that
though.
though.
Great
Yeah,
points for
that's
the
messed up.
constructors in Racing Point. Are you looking to stay, or will TRT have another teammate next week?
7th teammate.
Yeah, I'm a permanent driver for now, so I think I'll stay.
Let's go. Yeah, so that was your debut. I mean, podium on debut. What more can you ask? Well done. Good pace
well.
today.
I win, yeah, I win.
Definitely looking out for you in the future. Real contender for maybe even the title if you keep up in these performances. Obviously, you only got slightly unlucky, so obviously you had the pace to win today. But yeah, of course, well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
I'm sure we will see you next week near the top again. And hopefully you are not cruelly denied a good result at whatever track it is. Yeah, and then, of course, we'll be seeing you in this interview next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Won't we?
Hopefully I'm P1 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be the first driver we interview.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. For now, very well done today, Maddest Gamer Boss. You had a very strong debut drive.
Thanks.
Apparently, Polygod did a somersault.
Who did a somersault?
Polygod. There's a clip.
Oh wow, that is impressive.
Well, he didn't score
In an
any
F1 car,
points,
that's
did a
no easy
somersault.
feat.
What a legend.
Wow.
Driver
What
of
a
the day.
legend.
What do you think?
Driver of the day for that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somersault
give
of
it
the
to
week.
me.
Did you do a somersault in the race though?
Yeah, well, what the hell is a somersault?
It's like a
It's
flip.
like a flip.
Ah, no, I didn't flip the car.
No, I didn't see
Who
you
flipped
do
the
that,
car?
So Polo God.
Polygod.
In the race?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
he crashed and flipped
Oh,
over.
you're kidding me.
So
Oh,
GG
well,
did it.
Chris, I found out what the next race is, and you're not going to be happy.
what is it? Oh no, is it
Yas Marina
Monaco?
Circuit.
Ugh. Okay, even worse. Well, it's a boring track, but some people are good there. Are you good there, Maddest Gamer Boss?
No, not at all.
Oh. Well,
I
that's not
got
good.
into negatives on time trial.
Wow. That's the
Absolute speed.
absolute speed.
Is this the first
Well-
round?
No, it's round 6.
Oh,
So we're a fair way in.
yeah,
But, I mean, you can
championship.
still win the championship.
Yeah.
You're only a couple of points behind.
Okay, what's the lead?
Yeah, I mean, the
I think the-
championship guys who are leading at the moment actually didn't score any points this race.
Who is the championship?
Yeah, top
guys?
2 in the championship didn't score.
Corey Marshall and Polygod were the leaders, I think.
The top 2. Corey Marshall 57 points. So it will be Jack
57?
that's champ. Yeah.
Leading
But
with
it will be about-
57.
Yeah. No, not leading by 57. He's on 57.
Yeah, yeah. How many points do you get for a win?
25.
Yeah, and 6 races in and only 57 is the lead.
Yeah, ABS is super
Sh-
competitive. It's so competitive.
So I mean, just from that, you would be 11th in the championship.
Yes, top 10 or almost.
Yeah, almost. You would be 4 points off the top 10. So very close.
Yeah, hopefully I can win.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see a win from you very soon. Maybe not next week, because you said you're not very good at Yas Marina, but
Yeah,
maybe
but
after
that track is so horrible.
Yeah, it's not fun. Well, it is
That's
fun
facts.
for some people, but for most people, it's not very fun. But yeah, we've had a long chat here, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice. Anyway, I think maybe it's time to say goodbye.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap up.
Yes,
Stream.
it is time to end. Thank you all for
Wait.
watching.
Tomorrow, tier 2, 5 p.m. Be there or be square. And then,
CB8 plays YT and Jet Belly 1 will be racing, so
yeah,
that's one
he'll,
reason
he'll
to
probably
watch.
beat me because I'll get like a minute of time penalties.
No, you'll straight line me again. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see you all then. But for now, it is goodbye, and we'll see you next week when Tier 1 returns, where Managed Game of Us will win by 20.